this is it. Last time you'll see the 50i on the channel. It's been a really good car. It was hard for me actually when I drove to the car wash, got a full tank of fuel for the next owner. I'll meet him later on this evening. But it's just been hard. Let it go because I like it so much, and just driving it back, and it's like this thing is, you know, it's smooth, it's comfortable, it's quiet, has power when you need it. So anybody looking at one of these, I mean, they're nice. But you know, like I said, I decided to do something else. You know, if I could afford both, I would just keep both if I could, but it doesn't make any financial sense to do that. So I'm just stuck with, you know, having to trade cars as long as I can afford it. But this has a lot of good features. It took me a while to find it with third row, but it's gone, and I'm getting, you know, purchased a set of winter wheels. Set of winter wheels are going to the new owner too. So like I said, fuel tank of fuel, it's ready to go. It's all cleaned up. Get my fast track out of here. All right, guys, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm meeting the new, I say the future. They're pretty much just their car. So I'm bringing their car to them. This is last time we'll be driving the X5, and I assumed it'd be a little bit easier to part with, and actually it's hard because it is a nice car. You know, I worry about losing the third row and how hard it was for me to find one. I mean, it took me about a year to find it. This couple said it took them a year to find mine. Well, you know, this one. So I was thinking there's not that many third row X5s out there. And someone just left a comment on my video when I posted it was sold, and they said that, you know, you have pretty much a unicorn because it is the third row, it is the 50i, it is an M Sport, and it checks most of the boxes out there for people who want. You know, you gotta think about it. You know, the 50i buyers are going to be someone who probably most likely cross-shopping the M, and either they need the 50i for the third row, or just want to save money, or just prefer the 50i. And I was one of those buyers, and I'm going away from it. You know, the idea wouldn't even cross my mind if it wasn't for that tuning thing. And like I said, I just used that as an excuse to get out of the car. And like I said, it would have been, there would have been a way around it. I could have took a road trip down to Southern California, had that company do the tune for me. You know, I mean, I could do it on a weekend or something, and, you know, drove 6 to 8 hours there, and then drive back home, you know, home and had the tune and have fun on the way back. I don't know. I just kind of went with it, you know. I just thought I'd look for it, found the one I wanted, found the vehicle, and I decided to post it and see what happened, you know. And then I wouldn't expect it to go that fast, and when I sold them, I'm like, great. But, you know, I washed it, I filled it with fuel, and I'm like, you know, it just drives so smooth that if I go to something more, you know, obviously more raw, would it have that same smooth drivability? Because you know, you test drive them, but you only do these short 10-minute test drives, and the 50i is really a comfortable, quiet cruiser, and it has the power when you need it. You know, and I'm not saying like these other models are not good. The 35D, the 35i, the 40e, they all have their own purpose for the right buyer. And you know, a 35i buyer is going to be someone who also wants to save more money, who feels like maybe the 50i is too much power, or they don't need it, because 445 horsepower is a lot. You know, nobody really needs that much power. It was hard enough for me to even find opportunities to use the power on the street, you know, and I had to wait to an on-ramp to finally, like, you know, punch it and enjoy it. But most of the time, it picks up speed so quickly that I can't find the room or the space. But it was nice to have and know you had the power in reserve. The 35i will probably be a nice blend between fun and power, and with it being the N55 motor, you always have the option to tune it and get more power. And I'll be honest with you, they sound great when they're tuned. They sound great, especially when they do those upshift burbles. I mean, the 50i does those too, but with the V8, it just drowns it out a little bit more. I don't hear it as much, but they're there. They're just more, like, I wouldn't call them burbles, I call them belches, because it just is deeper in the V8s. You know, the 35D buyers are going to be someone who wants excellent fuel economy, or someone who's planning to do a lot of towing and they want to achieve their fuel economy while they tow. So that's something to think about. 40E buyer is going to be someone who wants kind of the best of both, but they want to go diesel. They prefer to just have that plug-in, or someone who lives, like, has a very short commute, like a 5-10 mile commute to work, and you have the ability to use just battery power alone. That's it, guys. I'm a little sad, you know. It's like a bittersweet feeling. You like your car, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, you know, I've sold cars, you know, I've traded them in when they've given me a ton of problems, or it's just like I just felt like I just didn't like it anymore and I want to get rid of it. But I like the X5. I think that's what's hard. It's like you like it. Like, you know, I've had I had a 335i. I sold it because I had a lot of problems, and it was still, I bought it certified pre-owned. It was still under warranty. And it had 33,000 miles on it. I extended the warranty to 100,000. It was the certification warranty, and I had maintenance. I extended the maintenance to 100,000. So basically I had to pay anything. And I could have kept that car, but I sold it just at 8,000 miles later, because I was changing jobs, moving, which I kind of moved to California, and I wasn't sure what my income would be like. Man, that car looks good. I keep looking at her car. But I just wasn't sure what my income would be like moving forward, so I just decided that I just don't have that car payment. But that car did give me some issues, which said, you know what, if I'd sell it, better to sell it now while I was in the warranty. That way I could have someone else deal with it. And it wasn't a major issue, it was just minor little quirky things. But they did require a visit to the dealership. And, you know, the dealership was great. It was in Ohio, it was Voss BMW. They took care of me. I mean, it was at the point where I got to pick my loaner car because they knew me. And then after 3 visits, I was kind of like, I'm just tired of bringing the car back. I just want to enjoy my car. All right, getting on the on-ramp. Let me concentrate on driving right now. This thing with the 50i, it just picks up speed. Like, I didn't have to floor it. I didn't have to punch it. And I easily got to speed. So, we'll close this video. Looks like CHP is doing a traffic break. Guys, if you don't know, if you're not from California, CHP does these traffic breaks, and they're trying to slow traffic down. They do it to gradually bring traffic down to a stop, and it could be either something in the road or an accident, and just a safe way for them to bring traffic to a stop. So I'm going to see what's going to happen up here. We'll keep the film rolling. Right now we're at 37 miles an hour. Exit off, or he may just slow us down to a complete stop. We'll see. Yep, there's an officer in the road right now. I can see him way down the road. Like he just got some debris out of the road. And yep, he's exiting off, so we're clear. But yeah, that's a safe way for them to clear the highway. You see that there's nobody in front. It's just absolutely clear up here. And it looks like it was just an accident that happened up here, and they needed to just clear the road with some debris. Alright guys, I'll be back when we get to drop the car off. Hey guys, that's it. That's the last you're going to see of the X5 50Is. I don't know. I'm a little emotional.
Oh my god. Get in the car.
All right.